Peace of Christ to all of you. Today our topic about the dumb Trump. Trump, in a new lie, he said that Cuomo, the governor of New York, he did better job than the sentence in Florida regarding COVID. Now this is absolutely a big stupid lie, bigger than his head. And now the Democrat, they are making mockery of what he is saying. You know, when everybody was jailed for 2 years inside their houses, only in Florida, people, they go and everything is open. Restaurants, jobs, stores. They put the mask if you go inside the store only, but the rest is nothing, you know. And the mask is just to shut them up because, you know, trust me, if this guy DeSantis, he can do it, he will make even no mask. And this is stupid Donald. He's a Donald, actually. He's a donut. I used to respect him before, but the more he, you know, the more he exposed his equality, the more I lose respect to him. This guy was enjoying playing golf in Florida when everybody was sit in 4x4 room or 3x3 or 2x2 for 2 years. The governor of New York, he caused the death of hundreds of elderly people by enforcing and moving COVID patient to a nursery or nursing home for elders. So how this stupid Trump, he say such a thing? Well, nothing new. He lost my respect long time ago. If you remember, when the filthy Erdogan, he announced that he is taking Hagia Sophia, everybody in the world made a comment about it, except the filthy Trump. He posted, and I remember, and I will never forget, he posted in his Twitter in the same day a picture of a dish, how he enjoy it. Even the stupid Biden, he made a comment about it. Even the stupid Biden, who is Antichrist, he made a comment about it. Trump, he go blind, for he have investment in Turkey. He is a money man. And let us prove what we are saying. In June 9, I'm just going by the news. I don't know the exact date, but this is what happened. I mean, usually when something happened in the same day, newspapers, they write about it. June 9 accused Qatar of sponsoring terrorism. And if you remember, the video is there, you can search for it. He said Qatar should stop supporting terrorism. That's wonderful. I like it. Somebody is saying the truth finally. Just look at the date. June 9, 2017. Wonderful. So February 12, 2019, a month after Trump accused Qatar of supporting terrorism, Qatar stepped and rented a building from this guy, his son-in-law. Obviously he's a fraud like Trump, and they were shocked. I mean, look, man, look what I just did. I just bailed out Kushner. Qatar, they do not know, the government of Qatar. They don't know that this guy is going bankruptcy. They were shocked. And it is very funny that a month before he accused them of terrorism, a month after they gave a $1.4 billion. And I find it more stupid and funny that Trump, he was going after Hunter Biden, but he did not see the $1.4 billion for somebody. He is not only his son-in-law, no, he is a consultant for the White House, which means he have an official job in the government. Trust me, brother, 1.4 billion is not a bribe. It is nothing. Nothing. And you know, Qatar, they want to rent a building in New York. They could not find any building to rent, except it happened by accident that he is the son-in-law of Trump. He is the consultant of Trump. And right after that, what Trump did, after they rented for 99 years. Have you ever heard of somebody renting a building for 99 years? And paying in advance $1.4 billion rent? That's a good one. I mean, things happen, right? 1.4 billion in the address, which is, I find it very interesting too, 666 Fifth Avenue. I mean, everything is coming together in a mysterious way. 666 Fifth Avenue. And not only that, since then, Trump, he become the dog of Qatar. How we can prove it? If you remember, things was going so bad between Saudi Arabia, Emirat, and Qatar. And even the Saudi and Emirat and Bahrain, they were thinking to take an invasion to Qatar to replace the regime. Look what the coward Trump he did. He protected the dogs who he accused them to be supporting terrorism. Trump, he warned the Saudi of military move to Qatar, which means if you attack them, I will move my army to beat the hell of you. How you accuse Qatar of terrorism just 2 months ago, and now you became the protector of Qatar? I think the answer is in the money. And then Trump, he decided to support the country who is supporting terrorism, killing Christians in the Middle East, to sell them very advanced airplane, F-15. How you accuse them to support terrorism and Osama bin Laden, and and then you sell them arms? All of this to deliver a message to the Saudi and Emirat: don't even try. I will give him airplanes. I will give them airplanes, and I will support them in every way. Money talk, my friend. He sold America and the Christians and himself to the devil. And the coward Trump, the one who betrayed American and Christians, even in the last week of his presidency, this is December 2020, in the last-ditch effort to unite the Gulf against Iran. Look at the excuse. To unite what? The Gulf against Iran. But all of us, we knew that Qatar is a friend to Iran. So this is a big fat lie. He forced the Saudi and the Emirati and Bahrain to stop and drop their sanctions against Qatar. The servant of the devil, he never stopped protecting Qatar, the most ugly, disgusting regime in history, who hate Christianity, who hate Christ, who the blood of the Christians in their hands, who destroyed Syria. They destroy our churches. They destroyed the livelihood of people. They caused Syria to go from a very nice country to a very destructed, destroyed country. This is Trump. Last ditch. So when Trump, he say, I have to give him a credit in the economy. Economy was doing great. Gas is cheap. Housing cheaper. I mean, everything is doing good. However, that will not change the fact that he is corrupt to the bone. He is arrogant. He is stupid. He was supporting the Islamic regimes. He was supporting countries of terrorism. he was supporting those who are killing Christians, and he was a friend of the filthy Erdogan. So why in the world any Christian want to vote for Trump if we got someone like DeSantis? And I know some of you will say he is the same, he is politician. Don't give me those stupid things you say. You know, the problem with the Christians, they don't want to attend the garden to clean it from the weeds. And they are waiting for God to clean the weed. They are lazy. If you are a Christian, you have to be involved and vote for the one really who don't support Qatar. Anyone who supports Qatar is a low-class person, is satanic. Go right now and do a little search about where the money is coming from, even for those who are killing Jews and Christians in Israel. Each time somebody do suicide bombing, Qatar give lifetime salary to his family. So I'm done with this stupid Trump, and I hope, seriously, he will not be a president, because if he become there, he will become just again the same story, a dog of Qatar. They knew how to buy him. They knew how to get to him. It is just money. Imagine if you do little search in Google. This is a USA government website, GovInfo, as you see, GovInfo, assessing the US-Qatar relationship. Most disturbing, however, is the tolerance of fundraising in support of Al-Qaeda in Syria, a branch of Al-Nusra. And you can continue the article. So even in their website, official government website, they are saying there is no doubt that Al-Qaeda sponsored by Qatar. So how in the world this filthy Trump, he support Qatar to the last moment in his presidency? He forced Saudi Arabia, he unite the Muslims against the Christians. He unite countries who support terrorism, so terrorism will flourish. The more I see how disgusting he is, the more I say, you know what, okay, the coming election, if we have only Biden and Trump, what I would do? Seriously, what I would do? I don't like this filthy Trump. I mean, Biden, obviously he's Antichrist too. But Trump is uniting the forces of the devil against the Christians. This guy already sold. Already he is sold. And you will notice that his son-in-law and his daughter, they disappear from the image because obviously the FBI, they have a lot of evidence against them. So they made it clear, if you support Trump, we are going to expose you. This is why you will not see Kushner or his daughter Ivanka anywhere close to Donald Trump after he lost his presidency. And I believe strongly he was so desperate to stay as a president because he knew they will go after him and expose more of his, garbage and dirt, his family garbage. So Hunter Biden is a fraud, Joe Biden is a fraud, but Trump is a fraud. So I hope that this man will not be able even to be in the ballot for voting. We want someone who screw the woke cult every day. Every day this guy DeSantis, he give them a screwdriver. Every day. If you don't believe me, just type his name. Type DeSantis legislation, DeSantis law, DeSantis executive order, and you will see it is what? He is the one who cleaned our schools so kids will not learn how to have sex in the anus. He is the one who did. How many governor we have, in all those states in USA? Not a single one of them. He stood against the woke culture, or they call it culture. So I hope people will see how they are deceived by this Trump. And me, myself, I used to think of him highly because he's natural. Okay, when he stands, he says Qatar should stop supporting terrorism. I love it. I mean, that's finally somebody saying the king is naked. Those are terrorists. But 2 weeks after, a month after, they paid $1.4 billion to his son-in-law. And since then, obviously the money is coming. And remember, Qatar was shocked to find out that they bail out his son-in-law. Aren't you shocked too? Leave your comment. And I know many stupid people. You know what? I'm going to disable the comment because I know all the stupid people will come, especially those. By the way, there's so many people. They come and they are Muslims, and they try to make. They play like they play Christians, or they play. They are supporter of Trump. We know the game. But we are here as a Christians. We have to be truthful. We will never support blindly a blind man, blinded by the money, a money worshipper and his gang family with him. For me, this Kushner is nothing but a gang member, bought, sold by Qatar. And Trump, I'm sure he got some of it. And there's nobody in the world when I rent a building for 99 years and pay you the rent for the coming 99 years. I never heard of that. I heard that people pay every month, or maybe what I will pay you for 1 year in advance. But to pay for 100 years in advance, in fact, they can buy the building a lot cheaper. They can build a new building for 1.4 billion. And they could not find any building in New York except his building. And obviously the man is bankrupt. So they bought him, they bribed Trump, and then since then Trump become their flying carpet to ride him and to go wherever they want. Thank you for listening. And if you don't, who cares? The Lord is listening to what I say, and he knew what is in my heart. Bless those who are blessed, and curse those who they should be cursed. Take care.